I'm not too sure what this episode will be called. I think it's gonna be what I've learned for the month of, and this month is currently May. I will be sharing little clips, little recordings I'll record on the go when I've learned something new. This is gonna be kind of like a mini series within the podcast, and I'll see how it goes. I have been struggling recently with my energy levels in terms of working on my business after my 9 to 5. I just working at a job really drains me, especially when I come back home. Most of my business, I do have to sit in front of the computer or use like my iPad. Just having to look at the screen at work for 8 hours straight and then go home and then work another 2 to 3 hours on the computer again, working on my side hustle or business. That really drains me. Energy wise, sometimes I don't have the energy to give my best work and best self whilst I'm working my business. I asked my mentor this question of if you have any advice or if you're feeling drained whilst working 9 to 5, and she suggested something really interesting, which my mind just clicked when she said it. She said, make your business a priority, means it should be the first thing that you work on the day. If possible, could you work on your business in the morning? Wake up early and work on your business first thing in the morning. I'm not a morning person. I hate waking up in the morning. I rather sleep in. And so advice, I immediately just had some resistance to that advice. I really reflected on, you know what, I have not really tried that advice before. I haven't really tried making my business a priority and putting it first. Whenever she told people what she did, she always told everyone what she did business wise. She never really talked about 9 to 5 is just 9 to 5. She said to people what she did, it was always what she did for her business, which is really interesting. I think I want to make that mindset switch. I'm going to tell people that I make podcasts, I draw coloring books for a living. He also suggested to read the 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss, which I've read that book, but I think it's time for me to reread it again and maybe gain some more insight, and I'll probably share with you guys later what I've learned. But he also goes through how to grow a business on the side whilst working a 9 to 5. I'm going to take that practice. This is something that I'm going to work on for a month to see if her advice is actually helping or not. But I took her advice. I usually wake up at 7:15 in the morning. So today I actually woke up at 6. But I didn't really fully wake up until 6:30. So yeah, I actually did a good about half an hour of work. It is currently 7:56 in the morning and I'm literally recording this podcast. I'm very proud of myself. I did some editing, did a bit of drawing for my coloring book, and I'm also filming this podcast. I feel like this is a productive morning so far. And let me tell you, it was a bit of a struggle waking up. I was so tired. Like, I was really regretting life. But hopefully, if I keep doing this, I will get used to waking up a bit early. Not crazy early, like 5 o'clock in the morning. It's just literally an hour early for me. I just take the time to meditate and pray for a tiny bit and then work about a good 45 minutes on my business, how much I can get done in the morning. I can still work on my business after work, but there is not as much pressure, I feel like. And it's more like relaxed energy after work. I'll see how this goes. Lesson number 2 that I've learned in the month of May. I should be more open to learning new things and learning information again that I've learned in the past. That is the only way to grow and expand your mind. I have been reading The 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss recently. It's a book that I've already read in the past. Because I am letting go of my ego, opening to learning new information again, open to rereading books. I have learned more information and got more out of reading the book now. When I reread the book again, it was an inspiration and a reminder of why I started this podcast in the first place, and that is to build my freedom fund. I wouldn't have gotten this new energy, a new inspired reminder to keep going and keep working on this if I haven't read The 4-hour work week. Take it as a lesson to keep learning, to keep expanding, and to be open to learning new things constantly. The third lesson that I've learned this month, how much I really need to listen to my energy levels, because towards the end of this month, it was my time of the month. I was just feeling so drained. I was very bloated, and all I could do was just go to work and come back. I was trying so hard to make the time to edit my podcast, to do some drawings for my coloring books, and nothing was working. I think also because I was getting new glasses from the optometrist, so I had to wear contacts. My eyes were dry. I could feel myself falling asleep. After work, I think it's very important to know when to take the rest, cover, and recalibrate when that is over. You have the energy to do things, and so you also don't start resenting what you're working on as well. I am very passionate about doing this podcast and creating coloring books. Last week, it was a bit of a struggle for some reason. I think I was also getting a bit burnt out because I wasn't really listening and I wasn't taking the proper rest. So important to take the proper rest when needed so you can realign yourself and recalibrate. It's literally the 31st of May. It is the last day of the month, and I'm just gonna finish off with one more lesson that I've learned this month. I also am trying to build my personal TikTok on the side, and that TikTok I'm basically showing the journey of building my freedom fund. I kind of post some TikTok podcast clips. In the past, I have struggled so much to think of what content to create. I've learned recently that it's just important to document everything. That's the easiest content to make as well, documenting everything. So an example of me documenting my life is doing my 5 to 9 after my 9 to 5 series. I'll show you guys what I do, which is usually just spending time building the freedom fund and then maybe doing Saturday vlog, sharing my wins. I also started a really cute series called My Weekly Wins, so showing you guys what are the highlights of the week, what are the wins that I found, and it's just to highlight more positive parts of my life. I just want to try and attract more positivity. So just document everything. The easiest content to make is to document things in your life. That is a really good content idea. If you are also thinking of creating content for your TikTok, just document your TikTok. And I've just been so interested in changing up my editing style. And I'm using CapCut as this editing software on the phone to help me create different editing styles for my videos. I think it's like working, but I think I need to make my videos a bit more interesting as well. Basically, the 4 things that I learned in the month of May. I hope you guys enjoy this. Maybe I will continue doing this for the next few months as well. We'll see how it goes, this mini series. But yeah.